I welcome all of the participants, offline and online, and I welcome the speaker of the first session, Muhammad Saiful Rijal bin Zain. Before I proceed to the session, I ask everyone to recite the Surah Fatih. We'll be starting the day with the first briefing by the Finance Division from the brother Muhammad Saiful Rijal bin Zaini, the Deputy Director of Student Financial Service, Finance Division, IIU. Welcome to you, sir, and you may start your session. Thank you.
Thank you to the master of the ceremony. Okay, so I shall be start my presentation right now. Okay, hold on. So can everybody see the screen actually?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so briefing on the student financial policy and procedure. All right, so topics for today, basically, I'm going to cover for 4 topics. Okay, and also if I got the time, I will also share with you the information regarding the card prihatin siswa as well. Okay, all right. So first and foremost will be type of the fees. Okay, what type of the fees that you should pay. Okay, and then how to view the student financial statement. Okay, so basically the student financial statement is the summary of the university charging and also the summary of the record that you have already paid. Number 3 will be the financial policy and procedure. Okay, and then number 4 will be the method of fees payment. All right. So for the topic number 1, type of fees. So basically this is all kind of fees that you will be charged during your study. And term fees, okay, and then the tuition fee, recurrent fees, okay, health insurance for the international student, okay, hostel fee, bench fee, evaluation fee, and graduation fees. Okay, so basically for the detail, let's look up for the detail of the. So did you can you see actually the website of the finance division over here?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's good. Thank you. Just to make sure that everybody we are looking at the same screen actually. All right. So basically for the fee structure, if you want to refer to our fee structure, you can go to the finance division website under the student matter. Okay, there's the undergraduate, postgraduate. Okay, so basically for you this is the postgraduate tuition fee. And then we have several, okay, the fee structure over here. Okay, for example, let's look at the Malaysian, okay, master program fees. Okay, so basically this is basically the program structure. Okay, which is actually the tuition fee based on the fee per credit hour, and also the research fee, which is the charge based on the semester. Okay, so the basis of charging basically for the program which is if you register for the coursework, any courses that you registered, you will be charged according to the fee per credit hour. Okay, this one when we talk about the coursework that you register is included the prerequisite, okay, audit fee, audit subject. Okay, any kind of the subject that you register, they will be charged according to the fee per credit hour, but the rate will be different actually. Okay, will be depend on the type of the subject that you register. If you register for the audit, basically there will be 50%, the rate will be 50% less compared to the normal rate. Okay, and then once if your program is the mixed mode or research only, once you start register your proposal, okay, there will be the research fee. Okay, research fee will be charged starting for that semester if you started register your proposal for your research or dissertation actually. Okay, so and then if I just go through the example, let's say for the number one, kuliah of law for the coursework only. Let's say your mode of study is the coursework only. The rate for the fee per credit hour is 120, and then the total program structure over here we estimate around 40. Okay. And then the total tuition fee, 40 times the 120, that will be the 4,800, okay, for the normal duration of study for the 2 years, okay. It depends actually if you completed within the 1 year or 1.5, okay, that will be depend, okay. And then the fee that will be recurrent, okay, recurrent fees, basically recurrent fees is the 307 ringgit 50 cent. Basically the recurrent fee is to cover for your medical fee, and then library, examination, okay, which is actually recurring. It will be recurring every time you register. Okay, every time you register for every semester, it will be recurring. Okay. And then bench fee. Bench fee also will be recurring, but this one will be subject to the only kuliah who, it's not all program have the bench fee. If you look at here, actually only kuliah for the Gombak, only kuliah at the kuliah of engineering, okay, which is the mode of the mixed mode and research only have the bench fee, and also for the in-hard program, okay, in-hard program under the program of Mahis, okay, Mahis program, all right. So, and then for the rest, all the program at the Kuantan campus, which is basically they have their mode of study are research and or mixed mode. They have the bench fee. We charge accordingly based on the fee structure. Okay, and then this bench fee also will be recurring every semester. Okay, all right. Then for the one-off fee, basically entrance fee is only one-off. Evaluation fee for those who do in the mixed mode program and also the research only program, they will be the charge one-off upon your status graduated. And also for the graduation fee also this will be charged one-off actually. Okay, all right. So okay. So next, hostel fee. So basically, we have several rates of the hostel. We have the postgraduate room, which is for the Malaysian 1,212 ringgit 50 cent, international 1,500 ringgit 50 cent per semester, and then for the short semester, they will be 600 ringgit. We also have the executive room at the Rukaya, which is 600 ringgit per month, and also we have the undergraduate room actually, which is lesser, which is cheaper actually, which is the 552 ringgit 50 cent per semester. For the local, and 387 per semester. Okay. So second topic, how to view student financial statement. So basically, you can go to the not the final division, to the IIU website. You just click the student over there, okay, and then click on the student portal iMaklum, key in your username and password. So basically, they will guide you to the dashboard. Okay, the dashboard maybe right now you can see the dashboard is different, but basically the menu over here should be the same, whereby you just click my services, and then under finance there will be the financial statement over here. Just click over there. So basically, this will be the financial statement look like actually. So basically this financial statement, we recorded all the summary of the charging and payment made by the student. Okay. At the top of the financial statement will be your details, okay, name, number, everything, okay. And then for the fees column, this is the detail of the fees being charged, will be appear every semester. And also there will be the column on the right will be the payment. This is whereby all the payment you already paid will be recorded inside the financial statement. Okay, so basically, for the financial statement, I do believe everybody can access to the student portal already. So you can check your financial statement. Okay. For the charging fees, currently we are still updating all the fees. Okay, because this is the second week of the registration. All right. So and then, however, for the payment, please make sure whatever payment you already paid should be recorded inside your financial statement. Okay. In case your payment was not updated inside the financial statement, you just email your copy of the payment slip to the finance division through the email finance@ium.edu.my. Okay, and then just inform that your payment was not updated in the site financial statement. So our team will look at what is the root cause and then update the financial statement accordingly. So every time that you make the payment, please make sure that the payment was recorded just to make sure that you didn't make the payment to the wrong account or something like that actually. Okay, topic number 3 with the financial policy and procedure. All outstanding fees should be fully settled at the beginning of the semester. Okay, which is the semester began, for example, this semester began on October. So the fees, or I believe all of you already paid the fees accordingly. Okay, because you are the new student. Okay, but for the following semester, all the fees must be paid at the beginning of the semester, which means that the second semester will be begin on the March. So it means that by the end of the March, you should make the full settlement of the fees. Okay, otherwise student will be barred from the registration for the coming semester and see the examination result. Okay, entrance fee will not refunded in the event of student withdraw from the university, and then the tuition and related fee paid will be refunded as follows in the event of the withdrawal. Okay, so 90% refund, okay, for the fee that you already paid from the first day up to the first month. Okay, and then 60% refund for the first month up to the second month. And then after the second month, there will be no refund, which means that there will be the full charge of the fees. Okay. During the short semester, tuition fee will be charged according to the credit hour registered, and related fee will be charged half of the normal. Okay, the recurrent academic fee just now will be charged half, but the tuition fee or the subject that you register will be charged according to the fee per credit hour during the short semester. Okay, students staying for the short semester at the hostel will be charged 100. Okay, this is the rate. And then for the study extension, students should pay the full research fee plus credit hour fee, if any, and recurrent fee during the study extension. Okay, so it means that if you extend your study, you have to pay fees accordingly to what the subject that you register. Okay, audited fee, the fee per credit hour for audited subject will be half from the normal fee. Graduation fee, 200 ringgit is compulsory to be paid for graduated. Postgraduate who register competency exam will be charged additional tuition fee of 200 ringgit. All right, and then prerequisite subject fee per credit hour for prerequisite will be charged according to the type of the subject registration, which means that if you are a PhD student register for the master subject, they will be charged according to the master subject rate. Okay. University has the right to revise the fee without notification. Okay, for further details, you can visit our finance division website. We also have the Facebook student unit finance division. All right, topic number 4, this will be the topic method of fees payment. So all the students we are advised to pay using the JomPay actually. Okay, because for the JomPay, the thing is actually we receive the report from our bank on the next working day. So means that on the next working day after you make the payment, they will be updated inside your financial statement. Just make sure you are using the correct billing code. Okay, the billing code is 75903. Reference number 1, just key in your matric number. Okay, reference number 2, your IC number or passport number. Okay, or you also have the option to pay using the our e-payment. Okay, this is the link. The e-payment.iun.edu.my. Okay, and then overseas payment. For the overseas payment, we also accept the Flywire. Okay, payment using the Flywire. This is only for the overseas transaction. Okay, if you for the overseas international student, if you have the your online banking from your country or Visa or Mastercard, you can use this method of payment to pay. Okay. Okay. Other than that, you can bank indirectly to the university account. This is the account number. Okay, 1407 000 000 5719. And then the copy of the bank slip should be forwarded to the finance division through email. Okay, please email to us the copy of your payment slip. Okay, this one for the purpose of the record keeping, basically, just for the future reference. If you want to refer back whatever the fee that you already paid, okay, you can just look at your email. Okay. And then you can find it back, whatever the payment you already paid. Okay, of course, like I mentioned just now, whatever payment you already paid, please make sure is appear inside your financial statement. Okay, just to make sure that you are made the payment to the correct account. Okay, right. Then payment using the credit card, debit or credit card machine. We have debit and credit card machine at our counter. Okay, so this is basically the contact us. This is the email, finance@ium.edu.my. So if any query regarding the fees or related to the finance matter, you can email to the finance@ium.edu.my. Okay, and then this is the list of the contact number and also our email. Okay, if you want to refer, this is our team. All right, for the at the final division. Okay. End of the presentation. Thank you. Okay. So basically, I just want to ask to the master, to the MC, how many minutes left for me actually?
Okay.
Huh?
Q&A session.
Do I still have the time for the final division, or it has been enough? Or
Yes, yes, we have some time for you, sir. We can have the Q&A session from online and offline. So,
okay. Because I have the slide of the another slide. I think I just take 5 minutes for that slide. If you allow me, can I just present it?
yes, sir, you may proceed.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So basically, for today, I will take the 5 minutes from your time to brief on the kad prihatin siswa. Okay, kad prihatin siswa is the metric card that you are using right now actually. Okay, so this is the kad prihatin siswa. Actually, this kad prihatin siswa also will be the bank card actually. Okay. However, if you want to use to activate, okay, you need to give the consent to the university. Okay. So for this one, basically this card, the thing is actually there is no issuance and annual fee, which means that the bank, they will open for you the account without you to deposit any amount. Okay. And beside, there is also no annual fee. All right. And then just for your information, this kad prihatin siswa is the metric card which is currently used by all public university students. Okay, it's not only inside the IIUM, all the public university, USM, UKM, UITM, they are using the same card actually. Okay, so the benefit, e-payment, all right, debit card, all right, and then e-wallet, and also the student discount, which means that this card, they will going to have the discount with the merchant that involved with the kad prihatin siswa. Okay, so this is the cashless campus. Okay, this is the way forward. Okay, the card can be used inside the campus. Okay, all right, and then there will be the privilege of the offer and discount for this card. Okay, and then for the ATM installation because this is the RHB bank account, RHB bank card. Okay, so they will install the ATM by the end of this year. Okay. So this is the merchant partnership actually who already involved with the so far actually, okay, which means that all these merchant, they're going to offer to the student, okay, for the discount or any kind of the what they call it, promotion actually. Okay. So basically, the thing is actually for the student consent at the moment, because the consent, they already closed since the new semester began on the 10th of October. However, the RHB informed that they're going to allow to open it back again. Okay, starting from inshallah, starting for the next week. Okay, this one we will subject to the announcement by the university after we get the confirmation from the RHB. We're going to announce back to the student, okay, through the student portal, okay, that student may give for those who still not giving the consent for opening the bank account, okay, and then they can do that at the student portal. Okay, so and then after a student give the student consent to open account, okay, and then the RHB bank, they will open the bank account for the student, and then they will come to the campus for the activation. Okay, and those students under the PTPTN, okay, this is crucial. Okay, PTPTN for the payment for the next semester, which is on the March, okay, March 2023, all the payment will be made to the RHB bank account. So all PTPTN students are compulsory to give consent for the opening the RHB bank account so that they can receive the PTPTN for the next semester. Okay. Then, so basically, okay, this is basically the flow, how to give the student consent. Okay, at the moment, because the link is no longer available, okay, but maybe if you want, you can screenshot the flow. Basically, you can screenshot this flow. So once next week, if if the RHB give the consent to open back the link for the give of the consent to opening account, and then you can use this step. Okay, it's very simple actually. Just click at the iMaklum. There is the link. Okay, just click there, and then there is the student. Just read the student consent statement on the card pattern and click the link provided. Okay, basically it will be appear. It will be appear in your iMaklum just like the step number 3. Okay. So after reading the product disclosure, please close the window and go back to the student portal. This is the student portal. All right. And then after that, just click agree button. There is the agree button down there and submit your application. And then after that, the RHB will opening the bank account for the student. Okay. If the button agree is locked, basically there is you have to refer to step number 2 because it's compulsory to read the product disclosure or the consent document actually. Just click there and then the agree button will be enabled actually. Okay, so this one inshallah by next week, if the link is we already open back the link, and then we also going to share this step to the student through the iMaklum actually at the announcement. Okay. Okay, for the activation, this one, once the RHB already opened the account, the RHB bank will come to the university for the activation. Okay, and then the date yet to be confirmed, when the RHB bank will come, but it's expected probably on the December. Okay, all right. Okay, this is the RHB. For further detail, if you want to get the further information, you can go to the RHB. There is the Our Joy or Uni product. Okay, to go through all what the benefit of the caveat siswa. Okay, that's all. Thank you. All right. So if I still have the time, maybe I open for the Q&A just for another 5 minutes. Or is it MC? My time is enough already. After the MC again. All right. Thank you. Please.
Okay, sir. We have a question online. Salam, if I cannot register subject because of status, EPT not clear, is the fee will be carried forwarded for the next semester?
Correct. Yes. Any payment that there is any extra balance is after you make the payment, okay, will be carried forward to the next semester. Okay, that money will be remain in your financial statement, and then it will be carried forward to the next semester for the payment of the fee for the next semester. All right. Next question.
Any questions from you?
Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, Mr.
Saiful, yeah.
So I just want to ask for the study fees. So you says that we have to pay in the beginning of the semester. So in what time of period that we have to pay for the semester at the beginning of the semester?
Before the end of the month actually.
Oh, okay. So for the end of the month, we can have the capacity to pay the fees.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
I see. So it's also applicable with the hostel fee also.
Yeah, yes. All the fees that we for that particular semester is applicable to all kind of the fees that if you stay in the hostel, also you have to pay at the beginning of the semester.
Okay. So thank you, sir.
All right. Okay.
Good morning, Mister.
Yes.
I do believe you have provided us a very informative explanation that we should appreciate that. Now, allow me to introduce myself in case it is something. Just want to tell you that I haven't paid my academic fee until today. Sorry about that, which hinders me to officially register myself, as the student in this university, I should say. You say just now, if I allow you to quote today, say that the student who have not paid a semester fee needs to do so by the end of this month. Am I right, sir? Or maybe at the end, until the end of this semester.
Okay, this one for the existing student, rather. For the new student, the rules is you have to pay as per your offer letter before you will be activated.
Yes, that's
okay.
But if let's say that I'm in the process of waiting for some kind of financial aid, like for example, PTPTN, is there any closing date for the new student, before, or for them to pay for the semester fee?
Okay, yeah. So if there is any kind of the financial assistance that current you already apply, okay, what you can do actually, you have to notify to the finance division actually. When you email to us, you also need to attach together any kind of the supporting document. For example, if you applying for the PTPTN, you have to submit a copy of the document which your PTPTN is currently being processed. Okay, and then based on that one, the finance division will consider for the extension, okay, to defer the payment. However, you need to provide the evidence that the financial assistance scholarship is currently being processed. All right.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Brother Saiful, just
Yes.
two more quick questions.
All right.
One is about the already existing student have applied card, RHB card, SISWA card, and they have not received it. So when we can expect it to be available?
Okay, so basically for the new student, all of the new student, okay, the card platinum siswa, you can refer back to our koperasi. Okay, if those has been activated but still not receiving the card platinum siswa, you can refer to our IUM koperasi. They will provide you with the card. All right.
Okay, the second is about the balance of unused bench fee. Will it be refunded or carry forward?
Okay, so basically the bench fee is the fee that is compulsory to be paid to the university. Okay, and then whatever the utilization of the bench fee will be subject to the approval by the kuliah. Okay, which means that the thing is actually the whatever that you are utilized during the semester, the fee that you pay for that semester, that the utilization will be the current for that particular semester. Okay.
Jazakallah. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Very thank you for your informative talk and very important talk for the freshers. Thank you. Thank you for
Okay. Welcome.
here. Jazakallah.
Assalamualaikum.
So, brothers and sisters, will be moving forward to the briefing for Information Technology Division. This is one of the backbone in modern day research, and I would like to have Siti Zarina Muhammad, the IT Governance and Customer Care Section ITD Information Technology Officer here. I would like to welcome you, ma'am. Thank you. So she will be enlightening us on the Information Technology Division aspects that we are going to deal during our postgraduate, and hope it will be more informative.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Zarina from Governance and Customer Care for Information Technology. So welcome to IIM for the new students, for the new postgraduate student. Okay. So let's start. So this is about us. This is about ITV. So this is our mission and mission also the objective. But I'm sure everybody can get it in our website. So we go to the next slide, please. So in our website, this is our website. You may reach us to iimw.my/division/ITV, where in the ITV website we have the service level agreement for students. The service level agreement is our agreement to provide the services to the students. You can get this information here. And the latest news and announcement here. And do reach us through our ITV social media. We have Instagram and also Facebook. And importantly, also inside our website. Next, we will focus on the assistance services for our students. Okay. The first one is our service desk counter. It's located in second level, this level at ITB. So our services is starts often from 8:30 until 12:30 noon, and break for lunch. And we will open next on 2 p.m. until 5. On Friday, our break is on 12:15 until 2:45, and we are closed on Sunday, Saturday, and also public holiday. Of course, you could reach us through our email, our hotline, and also our WhatsApp. But of course, if you are reaching us through WhatsApp, we try to provide the service as soon as possible. But if it's on weekends, please bear with us, give us some ample time to communicate back and to reply back, to respond back to you. Okay. The next one is IIUM Wi-Fi. So this is how you could access our Wi-Fi. So through the connection tab in your handphone, you can search for the IIM student SSID, and you log in using your username, which is your magic number, and also your password, which is your iMaklum password. Okay. Then we can connect. Someone can connect to Wi-Fi. If you have any problem related to you cannot access, please reach us. And if you are staying at the Mahala, if your room or some of the basis area which in Mahala you couldn't access, or there is any blind spot, please reach us through our Wi-Fi support Mahala Gombak, because in Mahala we do have a special arrangement with our provider where we are also subscribing for the many services. So any complaints on the student Wi-Fi at Mahala will be entertained by our provider. But of course, from time to time, we will review it with them. Okay. So if there is no complaint, the provider will say there is no problem, no major problem at Mahala. So please, reach us if you have any problem. Okay. Next. Okay. This is for IIUM email and also the Microsoft Teams, right? This is available for all students in IIUM, where you can get the live email. Live email is the Microsoft email for your usage, where you can get up to 1 terabyte of online storage, your cloud storage, and also email for throughout your study in IIUM. Okay. Next. Okay, how to do this? This is the step by step on how to activate your live email. Okay, next. This slide we will make available in ITB website. If you want to go through after this step by step, we will put it there. Then you can follow the guide inside the step. Okay. Next is the iMaklum portal. This portal is very, I think, throughout your study, this portal will be very crucial where you can access all your financial, your academic information is inside here. Next. Okay. As you can see, this is what you can access through your online, through your iMaklum portal. This is your student portal. Okay. All the tab here is the services which is very important throughout your study. Okay. Correct. Okay, this is what you should get inside it. If you couldn't get any information, like if you click on the finance tab, you couldn't see any, which you should see something, please reach out to us. Okay. This is the same thing. When you when you are registering through iMaklum also, you can access the software, the 365. Okay, so when you click it, then it will forward it to Azure website, the Microsoft Azure. Okay, the next one is the iTalim. iTalim is your online e-learning portal where your course is being uploaded. Okay, so you can access it through your iTalim link there, italimc.iim.edu.my, and you have to log in and enter your username and password. Just like any, because you are using a single sign-on, so your username and password to all the application in IIM will be your magic number and also your iMaklum password. Okay, this password is encrypted. If you forget your password, we ITB couldn't provide couldn't tell you your password. What you should do is you have to reset your password because it's encrypted and we also don't know what your password is. Okay. Okay. In our website also we have our ICT service catalog and also handbook. This is where you can get all our services listed in the form of book, where you can get this in our website, through our website. Okay. Next one. This is our Facebook. Okay. This is very sensitive, okay? Because of the unavailability and also the blind spot in the mahala, the students tend to buy their own router to pull the Wi-Fi connection. But for your information, this is a serious non-compliance act where you could be charged with disciplinary action. So please do not install any illegal router inside your room or in your class. If there is enough evidence the router is belongs to you, regardless of it interrupt or not with our Wi-Fi connection, you can be charged with disciplinary action. Okay. This is stated in two policies in ITB. One is policy for responsible use of ICT resources for IIM students, and another one is under IIM security policy. Okay. Both of this policy, of course, is available in our website. Okay. I think that's all from me. So do reach us at our service desk, our Facebook, our Instagram, and also our hotline if you have any problem with the IIUM facilities. Apart from this, we do provide BYOD lab in this level in ITB. So you may welcome to use to get a better. You know that now everybody has their own gadget. So we want to give a comfortable place for you to do the surfing or also to do your self-learning. Please come to our BYOD lab so that you may there are aircons and also comfortable environment for you to do your self-learning. Okay, that's all from ICT. Do you have any question? Because my side is quite short.
Assalamualaikum. My question is regarding the item.
ITB.
Me and my friend, both of them actually, we did course in the last sem.
Okay.
But during this sem, I wanted to enter in iTalim,
Okay.
but I am using just UI metric number and password also the IMALUM password.
Okay.
So, but we cannot access. So, how do I get my password?
Okay. Your password is correct?
I mean, this one I'm not sure because I use in IMALUM
Okay.
one password, right? So,
Okay.
do we have to use the same password or is it different password?
For the iPad, different password.
Oh,
Mm.
so I mean,
But it will be the same password if you set it the same. So,
no, because I never enter in iTalim.
oh, you never enter.
So, in that case, do I need to activate to ITT or not?
Yes, please come to IDP.
Okay.
We will entertain your problem individually. Okay?
Any questions from the audience?
Just that if you have any other problems, just WhatsApp the hotline number. We will assist you through that. For Italian, we will give you the correct WhatsApp hotline. There's a dedicated one for that.
There is a special WhatsApp number for iPad. I think it is available on the iPad website. There is a number, but never mind. You can WhatsApp us this number. Then we will give you the correct WhatsApp number.
Any other questions from the audience?
Quite straightforward, right? If you have any problems, please come to ITP. We will be happy to serve you. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.
Siti Zarina Muhammad for such a informative and assistive talk. I think everyone has already activated their iMalum and using the Wi-Fi, so no much questions. But I feel the resources that are provided by IAGM are beyond Wi-Fi, and even the help desk assist you with your personal gadgets also. Okay. Okay. We'll be taking a short break of half an hour. We'll assemble back at 10:30, inshallah, and then we'll be having a tutorial and the library session. Assalamu alaikum. session will take a walk through iMalum portal and the CPS website. I hope every one of you have activated your iMalum login and password, right? Okay. Is there anyone who was not able to activate it? Okay, fine. Let's proceed. You have to go to iMalum website, enter your metric number and password that you have given through the activation. So one of the important thing is when you check your profile, it should the profile should show you as an active student. That is mandatory. That is must. So you need to keep watching this, whether your status is active or not.
Assalamu alaikum. So I'm going to show my iMalum now. So I have two accounts. This is for my master's one. For my PhD one, I'm not going to show because it would be easy for me to like introduce you about iMalum. So you see here the graduated status, right? Usually here they put active status. Like if you log in into your account now, you can find here the graduated active status. So this is the profile you can see here when you click in the name, like here profile, so you can directly see this one. So your details or whatever. Then now we try from here, home. What is in the home? So as you have seen, like today, the finance officer, you are introducing about the RSB CSR debit card. So here you can see, you can actually, they will open the application from, can you see? Yeah. So they will open the application from next week onwards. So next week you can go and try to apply for this card. I have applied previously. So I have been waiting for the card. So I'm not sure when you will leave. Then, yeah. So here you see the announcement. In the announcement, IIM will update or anything latest news. They will try to announce here. So if you want to see like announcement, you see the announcement here. You need to click here. So once you click here, it will come like this. But the first one, I think, at the top, this would be the latest news or information, any announcement. You will update here, so you can see from here. So view all the announcement. This one you can go through. Then the next one is like in UI students, we have the option for the advertisement. For example, maybe you want to sell something, your iPhone or whatever phone you want to sell, then here is the option actually, the advertisement option. You can, here there is the option, post free ad or something like that. So with this one, you can post your, like you want to sell something, you can sell here. Usually IIM students do this kind of advertisement. So that's all. So this one done. What is? So here you can see also calendar. Okay. This is the home page, right? Then my academy. in the My Academic section, when you click, you have so many options: class timetable, continuous assignment marks, final exam, result, graduation audit, pre-registration. Others got lots of things: partial transcript and APT, EPT new intake. So here, for the class timetable, for example, you have registered for this semester in the CELPAT, or maybe in the in your department in coursework. When you will be done with your registration process, here you can see the registration. So, for example, here you see the same 1 2002, right? So when you see, you will see the registration, because for me, I registered during for my thesis. So for my thesis, I registered and I can see my status here. Also, I think 2019. You see, here I registered all the subjects, so I can see which semester. This one was in 2019. So here there is a print option. Sometimes you need to print out, right? Because maybe you want to show to your lecturer when you will enter. So you need to print out, so you can see this kind of nice view. I mean, it looks nice, right? So you see your matric card, your name, everything, and also the here you see the course code, the course you registered, maybe for CELPAT, LE something or whatever. Then the section is here. Then the title here, research methodology. Then this one is CHR. Usually for CELPAT they will show the 0 because your credit hour will be 0. But for us, those who are like continuing in the department, they will show how many credit hour you have. I mean, you have taken. So here you see 3 credit hour. So I take how many credit hour? 12 credit hour in the first sem during my masters. So that's how you can see the credit hour. Then the day, which day you are taking. Sometimes when you are going for the registration course schedule, you need to check it up. Is it clashing with your subject or not? For example, like 2 subjects in one day, then it's clashing, so you cannot take. So that's why you have to be very careful. Sometimes what happens is that the course is not being offered. Like you need only two subjects, but one course is not offered. What you need to do, you need to inform to the department that this course is not offered. So my friend faced this kind of problem this sem. So if you have any issue, you just contact with your department. So here you can see your schedule. You take 4 days. Then also the time schedule. Usually for self-paced students, they will have classes in the morning. But for the PG students, usually our classes at 5, because many of the Malaysians, they are working maybe, so they need to come from far away. So that's why they like UI has trying to assist those students who are working. So here you can see like at 5. Then venue. For the venue, you can see here, I mean, which room you are going to. AHSC, that means it must be in AHS building. And for IRK student, IRK. For engineering, ENG, something like that. Then ADM refers to administration, I mean the rectory building, the font one you have seen. Then yeah, it's IRK. So then they will have LRTR. When you will go to any room, you will find the name, especially in human science or maybe in the IRK building. You will see LR9, LR8, LR something like that. And TR, I think you will find in the AHS building, TR1, TR2 or something like that. TR and LR are almost same. I mean, usually I have seen like LR sign, I don't know the full form, but whatever they, yeah, lecture room, yeah. So tutorial room and lecture room, as my brother was saying. So now you see 1.38, 2.49, 2. What is this, right? So there are the 2 ways to understand the rooms actually. One, they put LR2. At the same time, you see in the room, they put template like 2.43. So if you, sometimes they take out the LR2, maybe some students or whatever is lost. So that time you can find this number, 2.43. So if you are not lucky to find LR7, then you can find the second option, 2.43. Or sometimes maybe 2.43 don't have, but ALR7 is available. So that's how you will face in UIA, if you find the rooms in UIA. So, okay. Yeah, that one also very important. When you see 4 point, you see here 3.63, 2.13, and 1.38. What does it mean? 1 refers to first floor, 2 refers to second floor, 3 refers to third level, or like fourth. Sometimes if you go to ACS building, they have classes, I think, yeah, up to 4, right? 3 or 4, whatever. So up to 4 level, they can have the classes. So you can see the level here. So it's easy to understand, like which level. Sometimes see LR7, you cannot understand is it level or not. So when you see like 2.43, that means this is in the second floor. When you see 3.68, that means this should be in the level 3. And there's another one that is called ADM LT1. ADM LT1 you will not find, it's very difficult to find sometimes. LT1 refers to the theater room. In human science, there's only one theater room, but ADM you will be confused. Like there are 4 LT room, lecture theater. One is here actually, LT2 and LT3 maybe. And LT1 you will find next to IRK and I mean it's a combination IRK and admin building, and LT4 is just above here. I mean the building is same like this, LT4 or 5 something like this. So that is lecture theater. So when you see this kind of LT, that means the big hall. There's some kind of main hall also, but usually for classes, it happens with the undergraduate students, especially those who are taking, maybe there are lots of students, they need to, we had to do like drama class in my undergraduate. So they had to take this kind of LT room so that we can perform our plays. So this kind of things you will find. But usually for PG students, we no need to worry unless any seminar or something like that, because our like students are very few, not that much compared to undergraduate. Okay, that's all I think. So now, okay, we just explain about the class timetable and tint. So that one is done. Then second, continuous assignment marks. So this one, usually during the semester, what you will find that lecturers will update your assignment marks. You give presentation, you give the assignment. Before the final examination result, usually they update like this as a continuous assessment marks, or whatever you did, like in the presentation, out of 15 you get maybe 7, or out of 15 you get like 14. So you can see here for your assignment marks. And many students I have seen, like they say, why I cannot see my final project result. Nowadays there's no exam. Remember, in the final paper, like they have like 40 marks, but you have to submit your maybe research paper or maybe your article with for me it's like 30 pages, 7,000 words for the final project. So once you have submitted, it will not be updated here, continuous assessment marks. Some lecturers do, but most of them is not allowed. They can publish only during the result. The final 40 marks, they are not doing. It's not supposed to be updated here. But some of the teachers they do. I have seen, but usually it doesn't happen. So final result you can see only in the in the result sheet. Before that, they don't publish here. But usually, you remember that continuous assessment mark means they will give the mark for your presentation or for your like a small assignment, maybe 10 pages or something like that. So that's how it works in the continuous assignment mark. Then final exam. So this one is the final exam. When you are going for the EPT, before the EPT, they will give one slip, final exam slip, this is called. So your final exam slip you can find here very easily. No need to worry, like just click here, final exam. Sometimes they don't update because maybe you see they already mentioned this may be because of your final exam slip not released yet. Or sometimes usually for pending payment, they don't, don't prevent, so far I have seen, because for me, lots of time I have like due. So in that sense, they say, please contact your finance division. So at the beginning of the semester, you need to update that one in the finance issues. But for pending payment, there will be no issue with your final exam sheet. So you don't have any headache about this one. Okay. Please contact your Kulia or Ahmad. Sometimes, like maybe they have some technical issues. So may happen you cannot see. So in that sense, you can contact with like Kulia or whatever department. So yeah, but it doesn't happen usually. So final exam, then result. So this is the result. So this is similar to class timetable, right? You see here the dissertation like A minus this one, that one. So here you can actually print. The print same like that one, right? The previous one. Your name, program, this one level 2, course, dissertation. You see credit hour 28. So grade A minus, very good, right? For me. Okay. Achievement 67. Okay, not bad. So here total credit points, total credit hours, cumulative grade average, whatever, credit hours, 14, all finished, then credit point average GPA. This one is important for you. So for self-pad students, you don't need to worry, you have no GPA. They will only show the EPT. I will show you later. But this one is GPA is, CGPA and GPA is different. CGPA is you take 3 semesters, right? So they calculate together. And when it's GPA, only for this particular semester. For example, this semester you have taken 4 subjects. So 4 subjects, when the result will come out, maybe you get 3.7 for this semester. So it will show in the GPA 3.7. But your actual CGPA is 2.7, like I had in my degree program, like I had 2.7. But sometimes I get 3.5 or something like that in the. So GPA, you don't get confused. Huh? When you see GPA, don't be so happy sometimes. So because the main important thing is your CGPA. So CGPA, you must make sure that you maintain your CGPA. For I think under PG student, you must have like 3 point minimum, right? Otherwise, you will be considered as fail. So you have to be very careful. But during the PG period, the lecturers are very kind. They will give the good mark everywhere, no problem. So you so that you guys can pass. But for our UG program, it was like I would say very difficult. Just to get C, I feel like I got A. So that's how it works during the like UG program. Especially I was from English department, so it was very hard for me to get high CGPA. For masters is the lecturers are very kind. Whether it's any department, they are very kind. So no need to worry. But just make sure you work hard. So yeah, so pass, completed graduation requirement. So they will show like status pass or fail. So for PG student, yesterday, remember, like you have to get B. So another one, they will say like conditional pass. So far, I know I never got less than 3. But what happens is, if you get B minus conditional pass, because in other subjects you get maybe 3.5 or something like that. So they combine and they let you pass or something like that. They have some kind of rules. I have no idea, but that's how it is. It works. But usually you can see here pass. I took Arabic level 5, so I failed. So they directly put the status as fail in your. For me, it was confusing because I took like Arabic at the same time the courses, post subject and the Arabic. What happened? I see my result. So everything like pass, and in Arabic fail. That means I have to repeat level 5 again. So this kind of pass fail status you can see. Pay credit for postgraduate studies, date of issue. So you can see here. Also the detail. I think same like the dean yesterday he was talking about this one. But it's like EX. Sometimes they put this kind of sign, especially during language course. Self-pad, I have seen this kind of problem because each semester I used to fail. I fail like 4 times. I repeat level 6, level 6, level 6. So at the last, I found this one, EX, exempted. Exempted, no, exempted is different. Exit, sorry, EX. Yeah, EX is here. Not here. Anyway, so exemption is like you in the human science, you are taking maybe 4 Arabic subjects you have to take. But because of your Arabic background, they will exempt you from the 3 subjects. So you no need to take that particular credit hour. So in that sense, they will show like EX. That means these 3 subjects you are exempted. Then absent with permission. So this one is also like foundational. Like for example, you go for the debating in maybe offices or whatever. So when you go there, what you are allowed to like absent or something like that. They have the rules. Some maybe for semester or whatever. So usually I have never seen in my status, but it happens. Then withdrawal from university, this one, or withdrawal from the course. So W. Then audit, AU. How audit happens? Like for example, you are a student of psychology, but you are interested in you want to learn about maybe history. So you attend in the history subjects. You have to fill up the manual form and send to the department. So they approved as the audit course. Audit course, they I think charge but very little for your like the fee, little amount. So in the audit course, what happens is very easy. Like you will just sit and you don't need to do any assignment, but you will just listen. But there are some lecturers, they are very particular. They say you guys should also submit the assignment. So in that sense, it's up to the lecturer, because last semester I took Islamization of knowledge, and some of the students took this one as an audit course. So they had to present the slides also. So it's up to the lecturer how he wants to take. But for me, I did another thing. It's like sometimes maybe audit is not allowed. Say you are doing like research now, rather focus on research. So I was said like that. So okay, then I meet up personally with the lecturer. Then I say, lecturer, I am really interested to know about Islamic philosophy. So I want to sit in your class. Then madam say, okay, it was Megawati Modis. So she said, you are welcome, ma'am. So I just went there and I sit and listen the lecture. So in that sense, it's not like audit. It will not be included in your in the transcript, but you can listen just for the sake of knowledge, right? So yeah, that's how audit works. Then incomplete. So by the way, for audit, the benefit is it will be included in your transcript. So like in future, when you go for any job or anything, so people can see you did audit course in history of Western philosophy, for example. So yeah. Then I means incomplete. Then CO carried over. Y word. IP in progress. PA refers to pass, as I mentioned. Then FR fail on visit. PR pass on visit. Grades. You see this one? Star point. Grades are not available. So this kind of when you see this kind of signs, maybe you can refer here directly. So you no need to memorize anything, you know. Like remember, like you will come to this page and you will see what does it mean. So sometimes grades not available. So this one I have seen. So yeah. Then also the criteria. B plus this one. I think yesterday they mentioned already, so I no need to explain about this one. This is what important dates. This one after rechecking. Yeah, appeal of rechecking. So I had one lecturer. She was very nice. So out of like 5 of our group mates, 3 of us failed. So in that instance, I sent email to my lecturer that is it possible to have some kind of mark or whatever. I will submit another assignment. She replied that it's not possible, Madhu, because it's over already. Final exam over, so we cannot. So in that sense, what you can do is that you have the confidence that you can pass in this subject. So you can apply for appeal or rechecking. So what happened is that I had to appeal with 50 ringgit in the finance zone 2 in the I think IFA building. With 50 ringgit, I appeal. So what happens is that when you will appeal, actually there will be 2 lecturers, another lecturer, and it will be anonymous, right? Anonymous, no one can see. So they will like check your final paper. After that, they will see whether you pass or fail. So if you pass, Then they will have the meeting with the main lecturer where you make this student fail or whatever they have the like rules and regulations. So they will do, and if you pass, you pass. Alhamdulillah, I passed during that time. So if you pass, then they will update your status that you pass in that subject. So that's how rechecking and appeal. You have the right always. You know, if you feel like you are supposed to pass, so you can challenge your paper always. You have that option. UI is giving this kind of option. So then special examination. This one is again is like that. Like you are sick, maybe on medical leave, or maybe you went for the debating competition. You cannot attend this one, that one. Lots of things happen because many of them they join in different clubs. So if you can show the excuse, the lecturer will provide like for the special examination. So this one you can do, then drop a course, withdraw a course, and withdraw a course after deadline. So add drop also section, this would be in the I think there's another section. There you can do add and drop session. And also the manual one, like you take any subjects. After that, you feel like, oh my goodness, I take like 4 subjects. I think in first semester, I took like 6, 7 subjects. Later, I attended classes and oh my goodness, it's impossible for me to like attend 6 subjects. So what happens is I had to drop 2 subjects or 1 subject. So I wanted to take like 15 credit hours. So in that sense, you have right to drop, but you have also right to drop at the middle of the semester, but you have to pay 500 ringgit. So it's so expensive. You can it's very difficult for me to drop. So usually make sure if you want to drop any subject, try to drop at the beginning of semester. So this kind of option UI is giving. Now
the courses will be of different type, like prerequisites, main courses, then elective courses. And most of the time, these courses are applicable to mixed mode and the coursework, research by coursework. For masters by research and PhD by research, we have only prerequisite and the thesis. And for the by research code programs, there will not be any credit hours. There will not be any credit hours. And sometimes some departments even may not give the grade for the prerequisite, just pass or fail. So need not to get confused. When you will enter the Kulliya, again there will be a Kulliya briefing. You will be handed over what are the requirements that you need to finish. And if your study plan is already uploaded in your iMalum by your department, then you can check in the iMalum also what are the requirements. So until you finish those requirements, you cannot graduate. So like entry requirement, graduate requirement, prerequisite, elective courses, main courses. So main courses are like any mixed mode or the coursework master has to complete those main courses. Without that, they cannot get the certificate. Electives are, they need to take the electives such that their credit hours are fulfilled. Is that clear? So try to understand these 3 different paths: by coursework, by mixed mode, and by research. In by research, we have only prerequisites, entry requirement, graduate requirement, and thesis. So what is graduate requirement for this cohort? For international students, you need to take the Bhasha Malayu. What is an entry requirement? As explained already, APT, EPT, all that. And what will be your prerequisite? Generally, you will have 2 courses in masters by research or PhD by research. That is, one is research methodology and second is Islamization or ethics. Okay, so if you have done the master here and doing PhD here, you can apply for the exemption also. So it is in purview of the department whether to exempt you or not under CPS. Okay.
So you can check it up by yourself because now because of the time constraints, we
Click on graduation.
this one is important. So one more thing I show like okay. So that's all. Thank you so much.
the IML and the CPS website in the later session. We have our esteemed guest, the library, Dr. Zahila Muhammad Noor, Senior Librarian from Darul Hikmah Library, IIGM, and I would like to welcome her on the behalf of PGSS, CPS, and all the freshers, online and offline. Welcome to you, ma'am.
May I start now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, before that, I would like to share my slide first. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Zahila Muhammad Noor, librarian from Darul Hikmah Library. Okay, inshallah today I will brief you on a library services and facilities. Okay. Okay, so this is an introduction. Our first library was established in 1983 in Petaling Jaya, Selangor, and then we have a second library in Kuantan in 1997 in Kuantan campus. And then our third library in Istek in year 2002, and then in 2012 we have launching of the Sheikh Muhammad Naqib Al-Atas Library, Semena Library at Istek. Okay. So this is our campus libraries. We have IBF Library. So this IBF library located at KICT, Kuliah of Communication, KICT, Kuliah KICT. And then we have Kuantan campus libraries at Kuantan campus, and Gombak Library here, main library in Gombak. And then Semena Library in Istek. We have also Pagoh Library in campus, and also the Gambang Library in CFS Gambang. Okay. Okay, so overall, our collection is about, for all campuses, for all library campuses, we have 583 and plus titles, and then about 967,000 items. So this the totals lah. Okay. All right, this is our vision. Our vision is a dynamic library for the attainment of knowledge and wisdom for the ummah. And then the mission is to deliver high quality and comprehensive information resources and services to support teaching, learning, and research needs of the client. So this is our vision and mission for the library. Okay, this is our basic rules and regulation in the library. Number one, this is basic lah. You are required to display your metric or student card throughout in the library. And then the second one, you cannot make a noise lah in the library. And then number three, customer must be formally and decently attired as defined in the university dress code. And then no food or drink is allowed in the library. So this is the basic rules and regulation for the library. Okay, so this is the what we call it, the library opening hours for our library. During the lecture weeks, the library will open from 8:30 until 10 p.m. From Monday to Sunday. Saturday, Sunday will be closed at 5, and then we will close during the public holiday. And then during the revision or examination weeks, library will open 8:30 until 10 p.m. Including Saturday and Sunday, also public holiday. And then during semester break, the library will close at 5 p.m. and also close Saturday, Sunday, and public holiday. Okay, so for the circulation counter in the library at level 2 will be closed 50 minutes before the library is closed. Okay, and then the library also will be closed on Friday at 12:30 until 2:30 and will be open at 2:30 on Friday. Okay. Okay, so this is our acting chief librarian, Madam Yusrina Abu Bakar. Okay. Okay, so now we look at the library facilities, what we have in our library. Okay, so we have a circulation counter, of course. We at circulation counter located at level 2 in the library. So here you can make a borrowing for the closed access book and room. Make a payment of funds and charges, and also for the library clearance, you can make anything here lah at the circulation counter. And then this one is the general reading area. So we have this general reading area at all level in the library. So here user can read and study. Here lah, so this is open, the general reading area. Okay. So this one is the Carol desk. These Carol desks are provided in the library for users who prefer individual study. So the Carol desk also available at all level in the library. Okay, we also in the library, we provide the study room. There are two types of study room. Number one is Carol room and the second one is the discussion room. So the Carol room is the private lockable study room and single occupant room lah for at all levels. So we can have the Carol room at all level in the library. And then this Carol room is for postgraduate student only. And then you can request for this room for monthly or 3 hourly. So in this room, there is no PC lah. So you have to bring your own laptop. Okay. Another study room is discussion room. So this room provided for group study and discussion only. May be used for 3 hours by group of 3 until 16 persons. So it depends on the size of the room. Okay. Okay, we also have the private carer room. The private carer rooms here, you can rent this room for 60 ringgit per month. So this also for postgraduate student only. This carer room, private carer room available at level 4 at serial section. We have 17 rooms available for be rented lah. Okay, 60 ringgit per month. This one is we call it R&R, rest and refresher. This section available at level 2 near to the circulation counter. Here you can study here. You can drink a coffee lah inside this room. Okay, because there is the vending machine inside the room. Okay. And then we also have a silent study zone. This is especially for who want to very privacy section lah. This is, we call it silent study zone, available at level 2 and level 4. Okay. We also have computer labs. We have 4 computer labs, 2 at level 2, another 2 at level 3. So basically, this computer lab is used for information literacy classes conducted by the library. But students or users can use this PC for academic purposes, and you need to log in using your iMaklum username and password. Okay. All right. This one is the library catalog, or we call it OPEC. If you want to search the library materials, you want to search the books for in the library, you can use this one. Actually, our library catalog is a web-based catalog. So the library provide the PC at all level of the library. We call it OPEC PC lah. So you can search for the library material using this PC. Okay. So after you search for the book and you want to know where is the location of that book, so you can search the location by using this system. We call it Smart CD Directory. The link for the Smart CD Directory is available at the library catalog base lah, website lah. Alright, you click on the Smart CD Directory. So this is the main page for the CIDIC Smart Directory. Enter the class number, and the system will give you the location, which level the book is located, and also the shelf number of the book. Okay, so this is a CIDIC Smart Directory, how to locate the books in the library. Okay. This one is the self-check machine. Self-check machine is available at level 2, near to the circulation counter. Here, you can make borrowing and returning by yourself lah, using this self-check machine. No need to go to the counter, to the circulation counter, just using this self-check machine. Okay. If you want to return the book, no need to enter the library. We have provide you with the smart book drop outside the library. So you can use this one. Just put the book here, and then the machine will automatically update the borrower record when user returns the book. We call it smart book drop. Okay, outside the library building. We also have the microfiche and microfilm reader. If you want to use the microfiche and microfilm and you want to read that, this microfiche and microfilm, so we provide with the reader. So this reader available at multimedia section at level 3. We also have the photocopy services. These are photocopy services at level 2. So the self-service photocopy printing machine. Okay, so you can use this lah for photocopy and also for printing. Okay. This is our auditorium. Okay, we have the auditorium in the library, and also we have multi-purpose room. Okay, if you want to have a class here, so we can use this multi-purpose and auditorium. Okay. Okay, next we look at the library collection. What we have in the library. Okay, so basically, our library have various type of collection. We have general collection, reference collection, control access collection, serial collection, special collection, law collection, and also online resources. Okay. And then basically for the general collection, our books is arranged by subject and call number. For each level, we have a different subject and a call number. Okay, for level 1 in the library, there is a books only for law and Islamic law. So if you are looking for the book on law and Islamic law, you go to level 1 in the library. So the call number for the Islamic law or law is started with K or by B. Okay, this is the collection for law and Islamic law. And then at level 2 is a collection on subject on Islam only. So the call number is begin with BP until BPZ. So at level 2, all the books in level 2 is subject on Islam. Okay, Islamic history, everything on Islam is at level 2. Okay, and then at level 3, we have various subject at level 3. We have philosophy, psychology, Christianity, Judaism, history, economics, finance, and political science. So all this subject is located at level 3 in the library. So the call number is started with A until BM, BQ until BZ, C until JZ. So this is subject at level 3. Okay, and then at level 4, we have a collection on education, linguistics, mathematics, computer science, medicine, engineering, and library science. So all these subjects are located at level 4. The call number started with L until Z. So this is the arrangement of the books in the library. We arrange by the subject, okay? All right, for the reference collection, in the library, we have a reference collection like dictionaries, encyclopedias, directories, biographies, and handbook and others lah. So every level, based on the subject, they have own reference collection. So, but this reference collection, basically the call number is started with R, small r. And then this book cannot be borrowed. This is for reference only. So if you want to know the collection, the reference collection, basically it located at what we call it wooden shelf. Okay, in the wooden shelf is the collection for the reference collection. Okay. This one is control access collection, like red spot books. Red spot is the textbook for each kuliah. Okay, we have thesis, research report, pictorial collections, and small size publications. So we call it this control access location, control access collection. So some collection are placed on open shelf for easy browsing. And some are over-the-counter access and have limited borrowing period. For example, for red spot collection, if you get the book, they say that this is the red spot, so you need to go to the circulation counter and get the book from the staff there lah, at the circulation counter. And for the printed thesis, you can get it at level 3 at multimedia section. Okay. This one is for the serial collection. It's composed of printed journal. There is the back volumes of journals are placed on the open shelf at level 4. So the serial collection is at level 4. We also have local popular magazine and international popular magazine in the printed one lah at the serial collection level 4. Okay. We also have the special collection, are those considered unique to the university on specific subject of interest to the university and for specific reason considered important by the library. So in our library, we have a special collection like faculty publication, Islamic economics, Islamic law, controversial materials, manuscript, archive, Ahmad Ibrahim collections. Ahmad Ibrahim collection is about law. Okay, and then we also have scholaristic collection. Okay, we have our rector's collection at level 4. In the special collection also, we have non-book collection, microform, microfilm, microfiche. We also have globe and also maps. All this non-book collection available at level 3 in the library at the multimedia section. Okay, now this is the law collection. As I said before, the law collection available at level 1. So it consists of acts and regulations or statutes, law reports, journals, and other law-related publications, textbook, and then red spot for the law also available at level 1, not at the circulation counter. Okay. So this is the law collection. All right. Okay, now we move to the online resources. In the library, we also have online resources. We have online databases, online articles, online journals here. So we have about 26 databases subscribed by our library. Ebooks, we have 30 publishers, and then IUM repository, IUM student repository, and also we have IUM digital manuscript. These all collections we can access it through online lah, so it's in a digital format. Okay. All right, so how we can access for the online resources? Just go to the library homepage. So the link for the library homepage is here. Make sure you enter the correct link for our library homepage. And then at the library homepage here, this is the link to the online resources. This one is for a library catalog where you can search for the books or any materials in the library. This one is for the off-campus access. This one is for online DB. Online DB is online databases and ebook. This one is IUM repository. This one is students repository, and this one is IUM manuscript. So through the library homepage, you can access for the online resources. Okay, so this is the link lah. All right. Okay, so this is for the off-campus access. If you are stay outside IUM, outside the campus, and then you want to access the online databases, you need to click on off-campus access first in order for you to access the online databases and the ebook. Okay, after you click on off-campus, there will be the page ask you to log in. So for the staff, they will log in using the Juris username and password. And for the students, you need to use your iMaklum username and the password. Then for the external members, so they have their own user ID and password. So this is very important lah for the off-campus access. Okay, for example, you are staying in campus in IUM and you use your own internet, so you need to click off campus also. Okay, but if you in campus and use IUM internet, okay, Wi-Fi, so no need lah for the off campus. Okay, so the off campus, if you are stay outside IUM and if you are stay in IUM but you use your own internet lah. Okay, all right, so this is off campus access. All right, so this is the sample of the online databases and then ebook that we have lah. We have Emerald, IEEE, Springer, Willy, ProQuest, Elsevier. So you students are encouraged to use these all online databases. Okay, for the what we call it, this is Al-Manhal, is special for the Arabic collection. So Al-Manhal is Arabic ebooks lah for students who study in Arabic. Okay. Okay, so this IUM repository. The IUM repository is actually the online thesis. Okay. So we have the printed thesis and we have also have the, IUM repository is the IREP, we call it IREP. So this is digital collection of documents and scholarly output produced by IUM faculty and staff, covering a wide range of subject and discipline. So this IUM repository is the database for the works produced by our staff lah in IUM. So for example, articles, chapter, section of the book, and conference papers written by our academician or our staff will be collected here in the IUM repository, what we call it, our IREP. Okay, so this is IUM repository. Okay. Another one is IM student repository. So this is the online thesis, okay? In library, we have the printed thesis and also the online thesis. If you want to search for the online thesis, you go to IM student repository. So here you can get the full text of the thesis. In IM student repository, in order for you to access the full text thesis, you need to log in using your iMaklum username and password. Okay, but for the IM repository, you cannot get the full text of the articles or journals. You need to request for the full text from the author. Okay. Okay, so this is IREP. From our staff, and student repository is online thesis. Okay, this one is we also have a digital manuscript. If you are looking for the manuscript, you can go to the IM digital manuscript. Okay, so we have also the printed manuscript, but the printed manuscript mostly located at ISTEC. Okay, Semena Library. Okay, now we move to the library services. What we have loan and renewal, information services, interlibrary loan services, and document delivery services. Okay. For the borrowing privilege, if you are postgraduate student, you can borrow up to 20 books. Okay, 20 items. And then the loan periods is 30 days, 30, meaning 1 month lah for postgraduate student. For undergraduate student, you can borrow for 15 books, and then the loan period is 1 month, 30 days. Then for the staff, for the full-time staff, they can borrow up to 30 books, and then the loan period is 2 months, 60 days. All right. This is the borrowing privileges. Okay. For the renewal, if you already borrowed the book, and then you need to renew your borrowing, so you can do so lah. You can make a renewal 2 times for each titles. You can make the renewal through the circulation counter. You go to the library at the circulation counter and ask the staff to make a renewal, or you can do it by online through the library OPEC. And then but the online renewal will not work if there is a block in your record. For example, you have a fines or charges, or the book that you want to renew has been reserved by other customers. Okay, so this is for renewal. Okay, book renewal. And then overdue. So this is the charges if for the overdue charges. For the general books, the library will charge 50 cents per day. For books, for non-printed items, and then the red spot materials, and also room. If you you use the carer room or discussion room, and then there is overdue, so you will be charged 5 ringgit per hour. Okay, this is the charges lah, overdue charges. And then this one is for the loss and damage charges, loss or irreparable damage of library books and materials. So you need to pay the current market of the items, and then plus 20 ringgit processing fee for each book. And then or you can buy, if the book is lost, you can buy the replacement copy of the same or the latest edition plus RM 10 ringgit processing fee. So if the book is damaged and we can repair, so you will be charged as per repair cost. So this is for the loss and damage charges. All right. Okay, so this for the borrowing privileges will remain suspended until the overdue, loss, damage charges are either replaced or paid. So make sure you clear your overdue, your charges. Okay. before you make another loan lah. Okay, so in the library there is no cash, and then we only use the online banking or e-debit terminal in the library for the payment. Okay. Another services that we have in the library is a book reservation. You can make a reservation for the book. A user may reserve a book which is out on loan to ensure that he or she get the item when it is returned. If the book is already borrowed by other user, so you can reserve that book lah. So there is the form in the library homepage. Just download the form, fill in the form, and submit to the circulation counter for the book reservation. Okay, this one is for the searching assistant. We also provide you with the searching assistant. So you may ask library for searching assistant at the circulation counter if the book needed are not available on the shelf. So you can fill in the form for request for the searching assistant. So the library staff will search the book for you lah, right? We also have the urgent processing request. So request to make the book within process. You go to the library OPEC and search the book, and the status of the book is in process, meaning the book is not ready yet, but in process. So you can request for the urgent processing request. So just fill in the form and submit to the circulation counter. So we go for the urgent processing request. Okay. So this is what we call it, the new services in the library. We call it Hood book delivery. So this within the campus, we can deliver the book to the, this is especially for only for student and staff with disability. So this service is free. And then we also, this book is also for the academics staff lah. Okay. But this one is another services, food delivery service also. This is the paid services offered by the library for all students. For example, if you are stay in Kedah, for example, and you want to borrow the book in Gombak, just fill in the form and the library will send you the book, deliver the book using the post laju. So you will be charged lah for the post laju and also the processing fee for these food delivery services who stay outside the campus. Okay. This one is, we call it interlibrary loan and document delivery. Okay, for example, you are looking for one book and the book is not available in our library, in RUM library. So you can request for interlibrary loan. So the library will search the book from other libraries, for example, from UM, from UKM, or from our another library campuses lah. So we call it interlibrary loan. Document delivery, and then document delivery, for example, you go to online databases and then for the articles that you need is there is no full text. So you can request for document delivery. Okay, so for document delivery, there is a charge lah for the articles that you request. Okay, this is interlibrary loan and document delivery. All right. Okay, so this is, we call it information services that we have. We have readers advisory services at level 2 and level 1. Level 1 and level 2. Level 1 at the law collection, law section. If you have anything to ask about the library, you just go here, the readers advisory services. They will assist you lah. Maybe you want to know where the book, where the location of the book, so you can ask here at the readers advisory services. Okay, we are also at level 3 at media section. We have the counter there. If you want request for media materials such as CD, thesis, or special collection like a pictorial book, so you go here at level 3. There is the counter here. Okay. And then at level 3 also, we have this one is for the printed thesis. You can browse the printed thesis here at level 3. So we call it browsable thesis collection and browsable CD collection if you are looking for the printed thesis, okay? But actually this printed is already online lah. But if you are looking for the printed one, just go at level 3 at the multimedia section. Okay, so this is the operating hours, okay? We also have Muhammad Kamal Hassan Library located at level 4 Rectory Building in IUM Gombak. So this is the collection of our former rector Muhammad Kamal Hassan. So all the books here are for reference only, cannot be borrowed lah. Okay, so you can go at level 4 Rectory Building Gombak. All right. Okay, this is a very what we call it important notification for the new student. As a new student, if you want to use our library OPEC, our student repository, and off campus, you need to activate your iMaklum PIN number or password at iMaklum student portal. Okay, so this is very important lah if you want to access services in the library. All the thing is using your iMaklum username and password. Make sure your iMaklum username and password is activated. Okay, this is for new student. All right. Okay. So this one is the library also provide you with the information literacy skill class. As a new student, you can register for basic library skill. Inshallah, we will offer for the basic library skill. We will open the class for the basic library skill. And then for the advanced research skill for undergrad and for postgraduate student, you can request for advanced research skill. And then legal research skill for ICOL student, law student. And then we also have a class on Mendeley Reference Manager. So this is especially for citation lah, how we manage our references. Very good for the postgraduate students. Okay. So this is the content for the basic library skill. Inshallah, we will offer this class soon. So as a new student, you may join this class. Okay, free class. Okay, they will teach you about the library, what library facilities in detail, how to use the OPEC, how to create your account, how to make a renewal, how to make a reservation. Okay. And then in this class also we'll introduce you with the online databases, okay? And then the advanced research skill, in the advanced research skill, we will teach you how to search, what is the searching technique available, how to search the document in the library, in the OPEC, how to search the book using the OPEC. And then we also teach you how to use the open access databases, all right? And then how to understanding the citation. So this is in the advanced research skill. This class is for undergraduate and also for the postgraduate student also lah, advanced research skill, okay? And then legal research skill that I told you before, this for the Ahmad Ibrahim Kuliah of Law ICOL student, because law collection is very, there is different type of collection in law. So you need to go for this class, join this class. And then we also have a reference tool, Mendeley. So we teach you how to use the Mendeley, how to make a citation. Okay, so in the Mendeley, we will teach you. So it's a very good class lah for postgraduate students. Okay. All right. Okay, this is our, what we call it, social media lah. If you have any question, you can WhatsApp, Facebook. We have Facebook, YouTube, Telegram. We have also a Twitter. And then at our library homepage, we have a live chat. So you can chat with us. So the librarian will entertain you lah. So this is all the social media that we have in our library. All right. Okay, I think that's all from the library. So anything, if you want to, you can email us at the library at rium.edu.my, or you can call us lah. The extension number is 4815. Okay. That's all. Thank you very much.
Wonderful and informative talk. It was very insightful. I hope the fresh postgraduate students are going to make a maximum use of these library resources. Now we are open for question and answer session. So any question from the audience, those who are present here can come to the mic and put forward your question. I have a question online, madam, in the chat box. How non-IUM students can access the library resource?
Again, brother.
How non-IIM students can access the library resource?
Oh, non-IIM student, yes, they can enter the library. Just if you are a student from other university, just display your metric card. Okay, so now non-IIM student, yes, can enter the library.
Any question? Baru.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Shahmi.
Salam.
So I want to ask regarding the IIM repository. I actually published work from the staff, IIM staff. So my question is, it can be accessed. Student can access the IIM repository, and also if I want to request, for example, is there any charge included for me if I want to request the work inside the repository? So this one. Thank you.
Okay, for the IIM repository or IREP, so the student can access these databases, but you cannot get the full text. For example, if you are looking for the articles that written by our lecturer, in IREP we only provide the what we call it the abstract. But some of them give us the full text lah, but most of them there is no full text. In order for you to get the full text in the IREP, in the database there, you can click on request copy. So if after you click on request copy, so the author or the lecturer can get your request, and then he or she will give you the full text. There is no charges. It is free of charge. Okay.
Thank you. Any other question?
Okay.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Maruf. I just started my PhD. So my question is regarding the student repository system. Like for example, if someone submit their thesis in the CPS, after how many months do you update their thesis in the student repository system? Thank you.
Oh, okay. Once you submit to the CPS, and then actually we have the new what we call it a new system now. After the you submit to the CPS, so the CPS will enter all the details of the what we call your thesis, and then they will send to the library, and the library will look at all the details. And then after that we publish. Maybe I'm not sure how many times the process, because we have not only 10 or 12 thesis, we have a lot of thesis. Maybe there's some time lah. I'm not sure the exact days or time that they use to them to make the thesis appear in the student repository. I'm so sorry. I don't know how many days.
Madam, is there any charge for discussion rooms? How we can book the discussion rooms?
Discussion room.
Yes, ma'am.
Discussion room, there is no charge. Discussion room and career room is free of charge. Only the private career room, for 1 month, we charge 60 ringgit per month. Okay, if you are want the private one lah, the career room 60 ringgit per month, but another career room is free of charge. And discussion room also free of charge. There is no charge. Okay.
There is another question in the online. Salam, could we access to other PT students' thesis, or can the students submit their thesis in student repository?
Okay, for the student thesis, all students can access this database, IM student repository. So you need to log in using your iMaklum username and password. For if you are IM student, you will ask to submit your thesis to the CPS. Okay, so this is mandatory, I think. All your thesis must be submitted to the CPS. Okay, if you are IM student.
If there is another question from the online, so they say where we can get the dates of advanced research. I think he's talking about the programs.
Okay, for the advanced research skill class, this is we not offer that class, but it's we use based on the request. If you are postgraduate student and need this class, just request to the library. Okay, we will organize the class for you lah. You can request this class. Okay. Only the basic library skill, we will offer the class for basic library skill, inshallah. I think on early November, I think. But for the advanced research skill, you need to request to the library. Basically, the library will get the request from the lecturer. So the lecturer will request to the library for their students for this advanced research class. But you may individually request for this class. Okay.
Any other question? Thank you, Dr. Zahila Muhammad Noor.
Okay, thank you.
Senior Librarian of Darul Hikmah. We appreciate your time and efforts. Jazakallah khair.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you. Will mention what is minimum number of credit hours you have to register each semester. As per the 2020 guideline, it was 9 minimum, maximum 16. Okay, 9 credit hours you can book in a semester. That was the minimum, and maximum was 16. But to you, as my personal advice, better discuss with a PG advisor in every year, in every department. There are PG advisors. They are faculty members designated especially to monitor or to help PG students. Okay, like in Kulia of Engineering, from each department, there is a nominated PG advisor. You can go and meet them and discuss your study plan. When to take which course, which to be combined, which not to be combined. You can have a one-to-one discussion. If that is not available, every department of Kulia has an PG association. Okay, try to contact to them and find some seniors and get some personal advice. Because roughly, if I answer your question from here, which combination to take, what not to take, it will be not very true or be just. The better thing is contact your PG advisor from your respective department and contact your senior or the PG committee members so that you will get insight understanding of the subjects. Okay, you can even inquire how this subject is going to be, whether it's going to be tough, easy, under whom you need to take. All that tips you can get from your seniors, inshallah. You will find the environment very cooperative. Okay, so now Brother Faiz will take over the session about the Al-Malum discussions, inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I know everyone is probably hungry for lunch, but before we go with that, let's fill our minds with some other knowledge as well. So thank you so much to Brother Rimas for passing the phone to me, and as well thank you so much to Brother Maruf and Brother Rimas for covering me this morning. Basically, we're going to continue with what we have presented in the morning about the use of iMaklum. However, we understand that there's multiple systems being used by IIUM, and that's because of that we're going to glance through to it. I won't give a detailed explanation every features of iMaklum. So moving forward, we have the graduation audit here, if you can see. So if you click graduation audit, then you get to know what's your study plan. So as you can see here, I'm a master student, but I'm doing my master by research. So I have current subject registered. These are subjects that are already taken, and also there's subject that has not been taken yet. But of course, it differs by people. If you take your PhD, you will have more on here. Now, so moving forward, all right. So for prereq, if you're does this matter for PG students? No. Okay, so PG student, Oh, okay. Some of you might need to register your class. So this is where you go. All right. Partial transcript, APT, I don't see that much. All right. Moving to my mahala. So if you want to confirm whether or not which mahala you are registered in, please click on this. At the moment, please disregard what I'm going through right now. Okay, never mind. So here you can confirm where you're going to stay. I think the most important one is these two particular criteria: my services and disciplinary. We're going to move with disciplinary first because this is the one part that always, pardon my language, I cannot say that. Basically, it will cause us trouble to you if you forget to settle this. And because of that, please disregard whatever you saw here. As you can see, I purposefully have this one fine in order to show to you about what happens if you got compounded, right? So please take note of this particular part of your iMaklum. Just check if you got fines or compounds or anything. You are allowed to appeal, or you can pay by bank. But nevertheless, just make sure that you follow the rules of which can is available in the OLA website. All right, moving on. This is your My Services. If you are going to pay your hello. Okay. If you're going to pay, if you need to know how much you have to pay, you have this finance here. You take your financial statement. It will pop up as a PDF. So you get your basically the tabulation of the fees that you incur that semester. iTalim, if you are doing your coursework, click on that, it will move you to iTalim. I think like for this particular part, we might need someone who's doing coursework. Are you doing your coursework? Okay. Later on, we'll show us, perhaps tomorrow or the day after that, we'll show about iTalim. Student feedback survey is only during the end of the semester, it will pop up. Library, I think, has already been shown by Darul Hikmah Library on that. Student mail is something that I never used because we use Gmail. And then I'm just going to be straightforward. Okay, iMonitor. So for PG students, iMonitor could be your bread and butter, especially your as PhD students. Your communication with your supervisors is really important. Now, so I'm going to go with iMonitor. What's happening with this? So iMonitor, this is my iMonitor. So since I'm a master student, it differs according to your experience. But then again, through your iMonitor, you're going to get some overview of how your study is proceeding. So you have your general details in the front, in the home page, your thesis, your supervisor, and then you can see your Gantt chart here. So this Gantt chart just to show whether or not you are still graduating on time or you have exceeded the necessary graduation on time period, which means that you're probably in an extended period, or in some cases, I'm not sure about the appeal part, if you went above or over the extended period. Yeah, over GOT. Okay. So this is if you go, this is your maximum normal graduation on time, and then this is maximum graduation on time. Simple as that. If you lost track of how many semesters you have left, just open your iMonitor. And then moving forward, appointment, basically if, for example, you want to communicate with your supervisor, of course, in some cases, some lecturers, they have their calendars here. I think I cannot open this because I'm using Microsoft Edge, but nevertheless, your supervisor's calendar will be linked to this particular part of your iMonitor, so you can see when he is free, or and then you can just simply book everything here. So you can either do through this, or you can either do that through WhatsApp. Better through WhatsApp, more intimate, more good relationship with your supervisors. All right, and then moving forward, progress report is the most important part, because most of the time, please again forgo about that. There's some problem with the system. They forgot to update my latest submission. But then again, like during the online submission period, you will have to submit your latest progress. That is a requirement, and because of that, please, if you are in the WhatsApp group or if you are in the Telegram group, be aware of the dates necessary for you to submit your progress in iMonitor. Because what happens is that when this online submission is closed, you will have some difficulties. A lot of time you have to submit it manually or submit directly to CPS. But then again, please be aware of the submission dates, because if you miss that submission date or progress report, there would be some trouble incurred in part of your own study. All right, I think that's all from iMaklum. Anyone else? Okay, maybe perhaps from the audience, do you have any part of iMaklum that you want me to click or explain? Okay, we don't need to see vaccination profile. All right.
You need to register the mail first. Okay, and if you have something like you forgot the password of your Microsoft Live, then you can reset through the reset your password. No need to reset it through the Outlook page. Okay, and then once you have your email is ready, you can go to the software section, then log into the Azure. You can download the genuine Windows, okay, and drawing softwares, project planning software like MS Project, MS Visio. I request everyone to explore MS Visio, okay. This is one of the best drawing software. I know that everyone need to represent their process or the flow in certain diagrams. So to draw the diagrams, flow charts, process diagrams, algorithms, the MS Visio is going to be very important. So you can just first register. You can register the email, then go to the software section. Okay. So in software section, you will get two things. One is the software that you are trying to log in. Second is the key. So before you start downloading, copy the key. Okay. Copy the key of the software that you are trying to download and save it into the certain notepad or editor and then download it. So you will require these two things to have the genuine version. The software distribution downloaded from this software section and the key. Okay, thank you.
All right. So there's one question from chat. Is it compulsory to send chapter via iMonitor after discussion with supervisor? So there's a submission period basically for iMonitor. So it's not like when you whenever you book an appointment with your supervisor, you went through a discussion with him or her, and then you immediately submit or upload your what happened? Okay. So it's not like after your meeting with your supervisor, you immediately upload your latest progress or your chapter on iMonitor. However, this is why just be aware of any announcement made in the office, in the WhatsApp and Telegram. If you have yet to be included in the WhatsApp group for PG students, we're going to put you there. Every one of you have submitted your phone numbers, right, in your registration. All right, thank you so much for disclosing that your personal information. At the same time as well, be aware that usually submission period will be in the early and in the end of the semester. So you have that middle chunk period of the middle chunk of your semester to basically just properly vet your chapter or your submissions before you upload it to iMonitor. Okay, another question. How to upload chapter via iMonitor? I'm not able to do that because online submission is now closed. So I think like later if we are able to get it open, maybe we have to produce a video or something on that just to show you how to properly do that. Thank you for the question. Now moving on to the CPS website. Actually,
Just one point.
okay, one point.
For the updating the chapters, just make sure you talk with your supervisor before you upload your chapter to the this one in iMonitor. Because what happened with me is that I uploaded the chapters because there's the option actually to upload. Later, my professor somehow was telling not to do that one because the research is still ongoing. So in that sense, whatever you do in iMonitor, just make sure you consult with your supervisor. That's all.
Thank you so much, Brother Maruf, for a PhD student. All right. So moving forward, I think there's still a bit of time. So CPS website is perhaps one place that you have to go. Simply, you just go CPS.ium. Okay, just Google it. All right. So basically, a lot of students have been asking, I think like during my period of study here, about how do you do your thesis? What's the format? What's the manual for that? By the way, we have the kuliah briefing last week. Do they show this already? Yes. Which kuliah are you from? Engineering. Other kuliahs? Have they presented on how to access the format for thesis or research requirement for other kuliah other than engineering? Okay.
I think that IKHS also have briefing.
IKHS also have briefing. Okay, all right, nice. So maybe this is just a quick recap. We're doing this because it's obligatory for us to show to you. All right. So moving on, when you go to CPS website, make sure you go to resource center, and here you get all of your necessary resources for your PG studies. So PG policies and procedures here, as you can see. So you have the IM thesis manual, again, just to recap. So everything is supposedly here. I think this is in doc form, right? They provide in PDF form. So you are able to refer to this particular page for for your thesis and necessities. So bibliography style, Arabic thesis template, English thesis template, and guideline for thesis format, word limit, guideline for thesis format, for thesis format. Talking about word limit, it was last week we have quite a submission, 800 pages. More than that. 1,000, right? 1,000. Okay, never mind. Okay, moving on. I am code of supervision. Basically, it's more on if you're going to consider how you're going to manage this supervisory relationship. You can just look at that. So if, for example, your supervisor did something not that good, you can refer to this to see what are the actions available for you in order to mitigate or to rectify the problems. Moving on, turn it in. If I'm not mistaken, what Brother Rimas just told me just now is that every kuliah for
Every professor, okay, every supervisor has access to Turnitin, so they can create a lease accounts for the students also. So you can check your papers, submissions before you submit it to the editors through this Turnitin accounts.
Okay, so use your Turnitin, especially if you're going to do some publications. Okay, okay, copyright statements. Basically, this is just for your intellectual property information. Please refer to this if, for example, you're thinking about commercializing your research, perhaps some aspect of your study you want to make money of it. Please refer to this copyright on your thesis or perhaps on your research as well. I think that's something that we're going to discuss
In Ivory.
2 days ago, 2 days later. Say on Thursday, right? This is actually no. The policies, RMC. All right. Okay. Then publication requirement. As Brother Rimas has just mentioned, every kuliah has different publication requirement. However, the general knowledge is that this is just general. Your kuliah might have higher baseline for this requirement. So if you are how many master students are here? Okay, how many are doing by research? All right, so if you're doing your coursework or mixed mode, don't worry, this is not applicable to you. Research mode, minimum, usually it's presenting paper in a conference. If you manage to publish, that's a bonus for you. Especially, if you're hoping to gun for an award or something, during your convocation, publish as much as possible. And then for PhD by coursework and research, you have minimum PEs. I think it's a point, publication equivalent. Yeah, publication equivalent. So as you can see here, the PE value is right here. So if you publish in an index journal, you get 1. Non-index journal 0.7. Index conference proceeding 0.6. And then poster and non-index conference proceeding is 0.3. So in that case, if you're doing master by research, you either have to present an index conference proceeding, or you have to join poster and non-index conference proceeding twice, right? But if you're PhD, okay, you have to publish either one index journal, or I think like you can work on the math. And then PhD by research only, minimum is 2. Usually what happens that from the PhD students I know, during their first and second year, they will publish as much as possible, because if I'm not mistaken, during your 3rd year, you're going to be drowned with your findings, with your analysis, with all of that field work. So publish as much as possible, as soon as possible. Gun up, have fun writing as much as possible. Right now, Moving on, there's this form for students, download form for students. So this here is where you'll find every forms that you need or you might require or refer to in the future. So as you can see here, application form, deferment form, system file, what's the criteria for deferment?
This one for admission.
Oh, this one is for admission. Okay, doesn't apply to you here.
You're this year.
Okay, you're already here. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much. All right. I think that's not much here. Maintaining students' candidature, registration, courses, repeat, registration courses, repeat, replace, drop, withdrawal, essential study. I think Badr Maruf this morning has already explained about what the consequences of late withdrawals, right? It's not actually it's not called withdrawal. Withdrawal is supposed to be within the period that has been allocated by your kuliah. After that withdrawal period, there's no such thing as withdrawal. It's actually drop. So if you contact your admin, if you say withdraw, they will always correct you, say, oh, it's not withdrawal, you're dropping a subject. And then you have to pay the 300, 500 ringgit for that. Okay. So registration for research, dissertation, thesis. So you can have your every form that you need. If you're writing thesis in Arabic language, please notify, use this form. For registration of your proposal progress, research progress, most of the time, if you already use iMonitor to update your progress, then you might not need this. All right. And then notification intention to submit thesis. So I think like this is something that I've been highlighted earlier this week or like last week. Basically, like a lot of students, they forget, they'll focus on finishing their thesis, completing their thesis, but they forget to follow the proper procedure. So they didn't take into account that submission of thesis, as I said, intention to submission thesis is one. Secondly, you have to also take into account the period between you submitting a thesis and you doing your viva. So please don't forget that part as well when you're considering your studies. All right. So certification of completion, I think that's no problem. So receipt of examination here, review of thesis finding here, and then this is viva. So for PhD students, I said this. Please feel free to explore CPS website. I think everything is much easier. If you change your mode of study, you will. Am I allowed to speak this publicly? I don't know. I'm a PhD student. I'm allowed to speak this publicly. So you might know some friends later who originally do research and then they change to because they cannot handle research only, they change to mixed mode or they just drop research. So this is how they do it, by changing their modes. But again, please, if possible, don't do that. All right, please already made up your mind on what kind of mode that you want to use or you want to study with. All right, leave of absence, if you need to have a study leave, I think the criteria for a study leave differ according to kuliahs. Most of the time, the normal issue here is if you have scholarship. Oh no,
personal or
personal medical issues. I think this is not fit to study. This is something that you can discuss with kuliah later. So graduation, I think that you guys are too early for that. No mind. But you can look for it. All right. Other services available. So for scholarship, certification letter, application, and then PGSS nomination form. All right. All right. Okay. Application for presenting paper in conference in Malaysia. So please update on this if you are going to present in an in-depth conference proceeding. Just fill out the forms and then just submit it to CPS. Oh, sorry, it's online. Okay, it's Google Form, so no problem with that. All right.
This is about claiming that 500 ringgit yesterday Prof was talking about. These are the forms that you need to refer to.
All right. So any questions from the floor or from online? Oh, Viva. Okay. I think this is something I'm not equipped to do with that. Okay, never mind. So from starting this semester, I'm just going to read it. Stated in the revised postgraduate regulation 2022, so there's a new regulation here. Submission of master dissertation and PhD thesis on page 50 and page 52 respectively in the new revised PG regulation and policies. A soft copy dissertation should be submitted to the Center of Studies to be checked for conformity to the formats stated in the IM thesis dissertation manual. So please don't just submit to CPS, submit to your Center of Studies in your respective kuliah first before proceeding to sending it to CPS. Oh yeah, soft copy. Starting this semester, you don't need to.
They need not to do the hard.
I'm going to mention this. Okay. All right. So you don't need to submit your hardbound to kuliah. Just submit the soft copy through iViva. Okay, iViva I think will be demonstrated not today. I think like tomorrow. Can you share iViva? Oh yeah, iViva is only for those who's doing iViva. Later when we have Dr. Zia here, he's currently our PGSS president who just recently did his Viva. I think he can share with us. Oh, he already Viva. Okay, this is only for those who have who is about to Viva and has already done their Viva. You done your Viva? Oh, okay.
No, I did master, but sorry.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry, the issue of iViva is completely new actually from this semester, because last semester I graduated for my masters, so I have to submit manually to the kuliah office as well as the CPS. But nowadays everything, because I checked the iViva already, what happens is whatever I did in like physically, it has forms. Yeah, uniform. Now everything has to be in iViva, so you can go and explore iViva in iMalum. So you can see everything here.
Basically, iViva is about it starts with intention to submit and ends with the thesis submission. So entire process is with the iViva. So the first thing that you need to go to your iViva is at the time when your abstract is ready, your guide has told that you can proceed with the thesis submission. So you will submit the intention 3 months before, as already explained yesterday by CPS representative, deputy director. Okay, and then once you submit it, you will be allowed to submit the thesis for formatting check and other things. It will be done by the kuliah of the department and means office of DDPG at your kuliah. Then it will be forwarded to CPS. Once CPS will approve it, then your actual thesis will be submitted. Then you can track what's happening with your thesis. Whether you cannot get to know who is examiner, already explained to you, right? The student section is separate, administrator section is separate, supervisor section is separate, but you can observe whether the reviewer has responded or not. So you can keep track of your Viva progress, the thesis progress, and once the reviewers have responded, CPS will organize the Viva. Once the result is declared, based on that result, you have minor correction, major correction, whatever, or resubmission. Accordingly, the thesis will be submitted finally. So for all this process, actually, we were making use of a lot of forms that you have seen in the form list. Now, the thesis related these forms are not required when we are using the iViva.
Thank you so much, Brother Rimas, for that explanation on iViva. If you can see on the screen, so usually what happens is that one representative from CPS or your respective kuliah representative or center for your center of studies will share this picture, a picture or a PDF of the important dates for you for your semester. I think this is relevant only for PG students. So as you can see there, it's closed last week. But if you're doing, for example, registration for research proposal, if you're going to change your course from registered to audit, some students they audit classes. And then most of the time, the important part is this for you, registration for research proposal for first time registration. All right. And then I think I have a question from WP. How and where we can check the PE value of journal before we submit our article? Just as I showed you just now, is just that lot of times what happens is that please, again, this is where your relationship with your supervisor is important. Your supervisor know whether or not the value of the journal of which you're intending to publish your paper in. So communicate with them on whether or not this is a journal worth publishing for, or whether or not it's better for your paper to be submitted elsewhere. Because please do take note about what kind of journal you're going to be publishing in, what kind of conference you're going to be attending, etc., etc. So to answer your question, simply, I'm not sure. I don't think there is a standard website to check what's the PE value or what's the criteria. What's the status of a conference of a journal. So please confer with your supervisors, because let's just be honest, most of the time you're most probably going to co-author the article together with your supervisor. All right, any other questions from the floor or from the chat? Anyone? All right, I know everyone looks so hungry. So I think that's all for us today. We're going to continue our session at 2:30 p.m. So please have your lunch, pray, or just explore your if you want to. With that, I think Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You may go for lunch.